I get asked all the time to review different grills, different types of grills, and the one brand that I get asked about the most is Traeger. So today we're going to be reviewing the brand new, just released Traeger Westwood XL pellet grill. Now, to be fully transparent with you guys, Traeger did send me this grill to review and provide my opinion. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you all the features, all the things that I like about it, the things that I don't like about it, and then you can decide whether you should get one of these or not. I assembled this grill this morning, so this will be the very first time that I'm going to be using it. And the assembly process was very straightforward. It took me about an hour to assemble this grill, and that's with me filming the review video. Now, if you're not recording anything, you can probably knock it out even quicker than that. And the inside of the box turns into this giant coloring toy for your kids. How cool is that? The instructions are very clear, straightforward, and not complicated. You're pretty much just attaching the legs and the grill is set to go. Start by taking all the parts out of the box, and this grill, by the way, was packaged very well. Nothing was loose. There's all the hardware, and that is also very clearly marked, so you know exactly which piece you need. There are a few more parts inside the actual grill, so take those out, and now it's time to put everything together. You have to attach the 4 legs. Jex was there supervising the entire assembly, making sure I do a good job. Attach the wheels, attach the side shelf, and the grill is almost ready to go. All the parts were very solid and felt heavy duty. Nothing was flimsy, and even just putting this thing together, I could tell that this grill is probably gonna last for a long time. And one final step after assembly was to season the grill. This burns off all those factory coatings and gets the grill ready for cooking, and it's a really simple process. You fill the hopper with the pellets, set the temperature to 350 degrees, run it for 15 minutes, then increase the temp to 450 degrees and run it for 45 minutes. Let the grill fully cool down, and it's seasoned and ready to go. So this is the Traeger Westwood XL, the larger of the two. There is also the smaller version, the standard Traeger Westwood. This one comes in at $7.99 and the regular Westwood is $6.99, and it's a great way to get into pellet grilling without really breaking the bank. And the Westwood is packed full of premium features that were before only available on Traeger's premium grills, but now you can get it on this model as well. First impressions on the Westwood are super positive. The grill has a very solid feel to it, feels nice and sturdy, very heavy duty, and you get a 7-year warranty from Traeger. So this thing is gonna last a long time. Let's go over the grill on the outside and I'll show you guys all the features and everything that comes with it. So first, on this side, you have this side table, which doubles for storage or prep space. Plus you get these hooks so you can hang your grilling tools and accessories. In the front, you have the pop and lock system where we can attach additional accessories from Traeger that will just snap onto this bar right on the front. Underneath, you have a big bottom shelf, again, doubling for storage, so you can store your pellets or any other accessories that you want to put on here. And on this side of the grill, you have the digital control panel, so that's where you can regulate your temperature, connect your thermometers. You have the hopper for all the pellets, and then more storage on top of the hopper box right here. And finally, you have 2 wheels on this side of the grill, making it pretty simple to move, so you can just lift it up by the side table or the side shelf and move the grill around. Before I continue, one quick note to those who might not be familiar with pellet grills or how they operate. So these are powered or fueled by wood pellets. So these are made from actual wood. And the way that the system works is there is an auger inside the grill that feeds the pellets inside the firebox, and it will maintain whatever temperature you set on the digital control. These are literally plug and play grills. You can plug it in, you set your temperature, and the grill does all the work for you, leaving you to entertain your guests, hang out with your family, do whatever you got to do while this thing puts out some awesome food. And moving to the inside of the grill, you have 2 racks for cooking, lots of space. Just kind of looking at this right now, you can probably fit about 6 or 7 pork shoulders, a bunch of racks of ribs, burgers, chickens. So there's a lot of cooking space, a lot of area. The top rack is also removable. So if you want to have a little bit more open space here, or you're cooking something larger, this thing can just come out. Or if you do want more space, just pop it right back in and you have that extra rack. One other thing to point out is the grease management system on the Traeger. So there's a big sloped shelf inside the grill, so as your food cooks, all the grease and fat that renders down will flow down that way and then right into this handy dandy bucket that's hanging on the side of the grill, making cleanup super easy. There's one more feature on the back that I want to show you that is new on the Westwood, and that is the downward draft system, meaning that all the smoke that gets generated by the pellets will come out along the entire back side of the grill, creating much more even cooking. And finally, we have the brains of the grill. This is the whole control panel. And as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. There's only a couple buttons, a full digital display, and the controls are also pretty straightforward. So going from top to bottom, the minus and plus are for adjusting your temperature. This button here is for connecting a thermometer probe, which comes with the grill. The button next to it is for connecting a Bluetooth probe, which this grill has full Bluetooth capabilities. The bottom one is for the Wi-Fi technology, which is Traeger's proprietary Wi-Fi technology to connect this grill to your phone and your app. And then you have your ignition button right next to that. So in summary, you do get a lot of features with the Traeger Westwood grill, like the Wi-Fi technology, Bluetooth connectivity. You get the side table, you get the bottom shelf, the downward draft in the back, the large hopper for your pellets. Again, some of these features were only available on the more expensive Traeger models in the past, but now you can get all those on the Westwood. So you know all the features, but obviously the best way to test this thing out is to actually get some food on it. So let's fire it up and throw some meat on the grill. And here, let me show you how easy it is to start these grills. First, you press the plus sign to select whatever temperature you wanna cook at. So we're gonna start at 225 degrees, and now just press and hold the ignition button, and it counts us down, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Now the grill is going to do its thing. That hopper is going to feed all the pellets into the firebox, and the grill will ignite. For my first cook, I'm going to be making one of my absolute favorite dishes, a grilled spatchcock chicken. So this is a whole spatchcock chicken. You just cut out the backbone. And for the seasoning, I use the Traeger rub, which is really good. It's brown sugar, paprika, garlic. Smells delicious. So let's get this chicken on. So the grill is cruising at 225 degrees. Set it down right in the middle here. Close the lid. Now my plan is to do a two-step cook. So first, we're at 225 degrees for about 30-35 minutes. Then I'm gonna crank up the heat, flip the chicken over to get that nice crust and sear, and we'll see how the grill performs at those higher temperatures. One other thing before we continue to cook, let's use the included thermometer to keep an eye on those internal temperatures. So this is a really cool accessory. So this thing plugs in right down here on the control panel, and when you press this button, it tells you what the temperature is of the probe. And we're going to put this probe right into the thickest part of the breast. Here we go. Close this up, and now we know exactly what the internal temperature is. Now, one more awesome feature is the Wi-Fi technology, which means this grill can connect to your house Wi-Fi network and then to the Traeger app, which is free, and then you can monitor the temperature, get recipes all on your phone, which is super cool. All right, it's been about 35 minutes. Let's take a look at our bird. Ooh, this thing is looking really nice. As you can see, the outside is starting to dry off a little bit, which is the whole purpose of cooking it at the slower temperature, nice, low and slow. So now I'm gonna flip it skin side down, slide it right there in the middle, and I'm gonna bump up the temperature to 450 degrees, which is as hot as this thing gets. Let's see, 450. Hit that button. So that's gonna increase it from 225 to 450. And the idea there is to crisp up the skin, get a little char on it, and we're gonna see how it performs at those higher temperatures. All right, it's been about another 30 minutes. The chicken is sitting right around 155 degrees, so it's almost ready. I like pulling my poultry off the grill around 160 and just letting it rest for about 10-15 minutes, and it's perfect every time. But here, check this out, because this chicken looks pretty freaking amazing. I mean, wow. So I did have to flip it over skin side up because it was working almost too well. Look at this beautiful char, crispy skin. I mean, that is as good as it gets. Now that the chicken is done, let me show you guys how to turn this grill off, which is just as easy as turning it on. So all you do, just press and hold the ignite button. It'll count us back down. Okay, now this is gonna display a countdown timer, so it's 15 minutes, and that's how long the grill is going to stay on to burn off all the pellets that are still in the burn box, and then it's going to be ready for next time. Chicken has rested. It looks and smells absolutely amazing. So let's cut off the drumstick here. Oh my god, look at all this juice coming out. Wow, look at that crispy skin, nice little char. Let's go for it. Oh wow. That is delicious. Oh yeah. Chicken is super juicy, nice and tender. That skin has a really nice crisp to it. Nice mild smoky flavor. It's not too overpowering. It's perfect. This is as good of a grilled chicken as it gets. I was initially thinking of putting some barbecue sauce on it towards the end, but no sauce needed because this is really good. Oh wow. All right, so the first cook was a success. That chicken was delicious. Here are my final thoughts on this brand new Traeger Westwood pellet grill. I really like the build quality. and the feel of the grill. It feels very sturdy, very heavy duty. Yes, I know it's brand new, so we'll see how it is over time, but at least initially it has a really solid feel to it. I also really like all the features that are standard on the Westwood, things like the Wi-Fi connectivity, the Bluetooth connectivity, the extra side table, the bottom shelf. These are all really useful and very handy features. The second rack inside is also great. And finally, I really like the price of this grill, coming in at $799 for the larger model or $699 for the smaller one. You really can't beat that, especially with all the features that are included and standard on the grill. And one last kind of unexpected thing that I really liked about the grill is how well it performed at those higher temperatures. I mean, that skin on the chicken was nice and crispy, had a really nice char to it, and that's something that a lot of pellet grills struggle with, especially at those higher temperatures, but the Westwood performed flawlessly. And the few things that I didn't like, one, it does have to be plugged into an electrical outlet, so something you have to keep in mind if you have an outlet or an extension cord in your backyard. And second, all the cooking is done with indirect heat, meaning there is no high intense heat or fire or flame that you can sear a steak on, right? But at the same time, it still worked really well at 450 degrees, especially on the chicken. I mean, that skin looked awesome, had a nice crisp to it, beautiful char. So even though it's not intense direct heat, that indirect heat still gets plenty of hot to give you that nice good sear on whatever it is that you're making. Overall, I'm very impressed with this new Traeger Westwood pellet grill. If you are looking to upgrade your pellet grill, or maybe you're new to pellet grilling and you want to get a new grill without breaking the bank, definitely check this one out because it might be worth your time and your money. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. We're going to be doing a lot more cooks on the new Westwood grill, trying different recipes. So be sure to tune in and see what else we make.